Hello guys, today I will be playing a game that is very different from the games I usually play on my channel. The name of the game is Journey. Maybe some of you already played that. It's quite an old game. Um, it only takes about an hour and a half to complete, so I will get through it in only one video. But if you guys want to split it into parts, just feel free to do so. So the game is about just traveling through pretty beautiful landscapes, and there is also a little story that you can have your own interpretation about. So yeah, let's get into it, and I will try to maybe explain you some stuff while we play. So that's not the first time I play this game, so I will maybe have to explain to you some of the differences between the first time you play and the other ones. To be honest, there is only one big difference, which is that you have more drawings on your cape. But yeah, we'll see that. So this game is pretty much a game to play when you want to relax and just play something really nice and don't have to worry about having any skill or you know just relaxing and spending some good time. So it takes place mainly in a desert. That's why there will be sand throughout the whole game. Maybe at the end of the game there will be something else, but I won't spoil you now. So yeah, they tell us that we can move the camera using this. So yeah, as you can see, my cape is full of little drawings that you don't have when it's the first time you play the game. Actually, it might be my fourth or fifth time. Yeah, maybe I've completed the game 4 times already. So that's why my cape has a lot of drawings. So this is just a uh, tutorial level basically. You just start, get to the top of this, and you get the screen title with the name of the game and a big mountain that will play a big part in the game. So yeah, you can stay here, but let's start the game. So you can slide to get down in the sand. Also, there will be a lot of sliding parts during the game. These looks like tombstone in my opinion, but you can have your own interpretation. Looks like there are little signs on them, but they are not really clear. So you can do a little bit of music. It will be helpful later in the game. So the sign you see is always the same, and it's always the same. I mean, for each player has its own, and it will always be the same. So we pick up this little lighty thing, and we unlock the ability to fly. So our scarf is growing a bit, and we will have to pick up other lighty things to make it grow even bigger and being able to fly more. Also, the little papers that you see flying help us to reload our flying ability. So whenever we see them, just get close and they should help us. So there we aim at this building because that's our next step through this level. The music is also very good in this game. You will see a bit later on that it is very nicely done according to the different levels you're in. So here you can see I can press X and I can't fly because it's not reloaded. Here we can see ancient drawings. So there are some of them throughout the whole game that we can discover, but you have to pay a lot of attention to find them all. Actually, I'm not sure I even already found them all in 4 runs of the game. So here we arrive there and we see that there is some light there, so we will get to there and try to improve our flying ability a bit so we can get higher and fly for longer distances. But first we have to get to the top of this and fix these ones. Here we go. So that's a bit more on our scarf. As you can see, we can fly for a bit longer now. And I'm not sure about that, but you know, there are a lot of different doors there. I guess maybe they are here if you want to go to a certain level. But as we want to do the full game, we just go to the main door, and we have to light these by playing some music. So while traveling the game, we will see some cutscenes like that with this mysterious person, and there will also be some kind of story being told during these by these drawings, and you can interpret pretty much what you think the story is. And these are pretty obvious birds and trees, but why are they here? Why are there a lot of different people there? Looks like people to me, and looks like maybe a volcano with lava going up there. I don't know. We might be able to figure out going further into the game, but for now we just have to get through this door. Oh, and there is someone else. I don't know if you saw him, but cool feature of this game, you can play with other people if you meet them in the progress of the game. You can travel a bit with other guys, and that's pretty cool. And at the end of the game, at the end of the credits, you get to see their names, because you can't see their names during the game. So the goal here is to build the bridge, because it's, as you can see, it's broken, because we need to get through this light over there. So let's get into this zone. As you can see, it's pretty large and there is a lot of stuff to do. First, we are gonna unlock the first part of the bridge by fixing this piece of paper, and we can see it opens up the little jail where all the papers are coming out, and they will fix the bridge. But that's only the first part of it, so we need to find some more. And also, as we progress into the game, we need to have a look at other parts. Oh, yeah, here it is. So as you can see, when someone is off your screen, there is a little light that indicates where he actually is. And we can help each other by playing a bit of music when we are close to one another to reload our flying ability. Looks like it might be his first game, because Escape is pretty much with no drawings at all. It's nice to see that there are still people playing this game and still people enjoying it for the first time. So here we go. Yeah, I saw a little light there that we are gonna take to improve our scarf. This will unlock some papers that will help us to get through there. And oh, well, calculated fail. So yeah, that's wind over an old city, looks like. Let's eat some help. And that should be nice for now. Yep. So our scarf is a bit bigger now. We can fly for a bit longer, and there is another one there. I don't really know where they all are. I know some, but not all of them. So that will help us. I know there might be one more in this level, but I'm not sure. And there is our friend there, and he triggered the paper for us, so that will finish the bridge and we will be able to get to the next one. I mean, the next part of the game. But first I want to look for this last light piece to get the best possible scarf before I go. Yeah, it's over there. I know this one, so let's get to it. It won't take long. Let's get to this bridge. Where is our friend? I'm not sure. He's gonna follow us. Oh, he's there. Let's wait for him. Always nice to spend some time with other players in this game. Oh. Yep. Come here, little dude. I don't know if he really knows the game, or yeah, looks like it's his first time playing it. You can really see the difference between Escape and mine. I have a lot more drawings on it. I don't know what happens when you actually play this game for a lot of times. Got a bit stuck there. Got all of them at once. And another little story. So now we saw what this person looks like. And we can get through that. So yeah, as you can see, my scarf is way longer because I think he didn't pick the light in this level, but that's not a real problem. You don't really need them to get through the game, so if you don't know where they are, just don't worry. So now we enter a very open level where we just have to go forward and see what we can find. And there is this guy. And we need to follow him because he knows the way. And there's a fly around me that's pretty annoying, as maybe you saw on the camera. Where is our friend from? Yeah, he's following us. And we are getting other ones. And you can ride on them actually. So now we need to find the next building we have to go to progress in the story. And it is not really far away. If I remember correctly, it should be behind this one, but I'm not sure about that. Yes, it is. So there are quite a lot of flying paper there that we can use to get to the top of this little tower, but first I will check here to see if there's anything to get. Looks like it's a no. So let's get there. And we have some more to help us getting to the very top of it. And we have the little light. So now we need to find some buildings. Doesn't look like they are here. Oh, yeah, there. Looks like we lost our friend too. Maybe he was a bit lost in the desert. So let's get there. Looks like it's getting a bit dark. Let's watch around this if there's some light to pick, and then we will try to get to the top of it, because that's what we need to do. Nothing to pick up there, so we will try to get to the top of the tower. It starts by going there. If I remember correctly again. So we need to get to this mountain. These guys should help us get to the first step. Yep. Thanks for showing me the way. So as you can see, there are some more trapped inside the tower, and our goal is to set them free, basically. So we got one. Get around this one. top, light all these, and we should be fine. So here we see the tower with the papers in. Looks like maybe the red stuff isn't lava, maybe it's just the papers, the red papers that we see everywhere. And all of these are free now. And it looks like this one wants me to follow him, so let's go for it. And this is the first of a very good part in the game where the music and the lights are really nicely done. There's actually another part just after this one. Which is very cool too. We have a light there. Didn't know about this one, to be fair. And as we arrive there, I know there is one pretty close, so we slow down and try to reach it. Maybe we can get there actually without the help of the other papers. Yes, we can. And you know what? I will still do the little thing there. Basically just need to set these 4 guys free. Oh, and there are papers there too. I will go there and see what I can do. Might be some cool stuff to look around there. Yeah, I know. I've set them free. They will open up the trap and a lot of little flying red papers will get out. And there was a star, as you saw in the sky. Oh, looks like maybe our friend came back. Not sure about that. But looks like we found someone. Okay. Didn't know about this drawing there. And here we go for what may be my favorite part of the game. because of the music and the lights too, so I will let you enjoy it. And we are falling down. So we arrived in a very dark area compared to what we were in before, and we'll see a little bit more of the story. Looks like she's sad. Don't know why. So the papers are disappearing, and the light is cut off too. Looks like some weird creatures there. Maybe they are, looks like they are fighting or something like that. Don't really know. Yeah, let's get into that. And see what we can find. Looks like there is not a lot of light in this part of the game. Mainly comes from holes in the roof. Can actually get under this. Doesn't really affect us. Oh, there's someone else there. Wait for me, you pleb. Pretty sure I saw someone else. Maybe it was just this little thing. There's a light here. Oh yeah, there's a guy in front of us. Don't know if it's the same guy as before. No, it's not the same guy because this one already has some drawings on his cape. Actually bounce on these ones and they reload your flying time, so it's okay. And there is another light here. So now we have a pretty long scarf, can fly for a lot of time. Maybe let's wait for the other guy. I don't know if he will come here now. Let's see if he comes. Ooh. Yeah, this looks like the drawing that we saw just earlier. Doesn't look very friendly, are they? This one's actually in our path. Little guy. Unfortunately got instantly killed by this one. And yeah, as I have the sound pretty loud in my ears, it kinda looks like jump scare from there. Pretty much paying attention to each of them, making sure they won't do the same thing as this one. Okay, so looks like he got some laser thing in front of him. And looks like he doesn't like red at all. So yeah, better be careful and watch where he's going to avoid getting killed, basically. So he's there. Let's move. Yep, I will so this one decides to wake up just now. How nice. Yeah, we are safe here. Where's the other one? I don't know. Oh. Didn't see anything there. Well, I don't know where he is going, but if you can go really far away, It's fine. Okay, looks like he comes back, actually. Oh, and his friends are just behind. Nice. Let's watch out for some light maybe there. Oh, here it is. And it looks like we have another guy pretty close to us, but yeah. He must be somewhere hiding from the snakes, as I do. Oh. Looks like we have to slide there. Can we avoid these ones? Yes, we can. Nice. So we are safe for now, actually, because pretty sure they will come back later on. Little more of the story. Looks like this mountain is very important. Don't know why. For now. Looks like maybe cemetery. Like there were a lot of dead people from the war they had. And that's us. So let's go forward there. So in the next part there is a very high tower that we have to climb, and it's actually pretty cool to do because it's nicely done. Like, it's not too hard to find out how to get up there. Mainly because you just need to follow the lights. So let's get to the first one. And you can see there is little bits of paper that are going down there. So getting these unlocks the different levels of the tower, and we need to get through all these platforms to get to the next one. But first, let's grab this. And let's get to the other one. You can even do this with maybe the basic scarf, because you can reload really often, so it's very easy. And we unlock the next level. Which is a level with these little, looks like sea creatures that help us getting to the top of it. Oh, yeah, we're fine. And we get to the next one. And it will unlock what is very close to the last floor, and also this big boy there that will help us get through the last floor. There is a little light there that I know, so I will just take it. And as you can see, the last one is up there. I'm not sure we can go there by ourselves. Oh yeah, actually we can. So don't have to wait for the big boy to help us. Wait. I'm pretty sure I saw a light there, but yeah, let's continue. Looks like there's somewhere up there already. Someone there. Going a bit faster here. Yeah. A bit faster than the papers meant. Oops. I think this should be the last one. Yeah, there's someone here. Hello. We'll see his name at the end. Thanks. So, yeah, I guess I can't unlock it now because he just did it. But yeah, let's get to the center. So that's the bridge that I made in the first part. Then I went to the desert. Then I went all the way down to the dark area and up the tower. And now looks like I'll have to face some wind and try and get up this mountain. like there's some snow here. I mean, we are climbing a mountain after all, so I guess it's normal. Oh, maybe it's our friend from the bridge level, because he has the very basic cape, or maybe he already played once, because he has some little drawings. Yeah, as you can see, I can fly way higher and for a longer time than he can because of the scarf, basically. So yeah, it's snowy here, and there's this big mountain. So here, pretty much the only way we have to be able to fly is to help each other. Always nice to be with someone else in this level, because the papers are quite spread out, so you need to work together, basically. We wait for him because I can't fly for as long as I do, so... Oh! And there's our friend back. Maybe he got hit by the snake, because when you get hit by the snake you lose a lot of your scarf, so maybe that's what happened to him. So here it starts to get windy, and you have to just stay behind these ones to not get pushed back. I mean, you can still try, but a lot of time you will get pushed back by the wind. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't make a lot of progress. Oh, it went all the way there. Just come back. Looks like doesn't really understand how to get through that. I will just continue and we will see if he follows. If we see him on the map, I'll wait. Went out a bit early. Yeah, I guess I'll wait here. And as soon as we get through this little opening there, it would be fine with the wind. As you can see, my scarf is completely frozen. Yeah, it looks like our friend isn't going anywhere. And we should be fine now, because we can get there without waiting for another wind time. Okay, so now we are back in a more open space. Looks like there is some frozen paper here. We will help. And he will help us back. Oh. Our not friend, the snake, is back. Looks like he won't come to us for now. but we're heading towards the direction it takes, so yeah, maybe an issue later on. But for now we will continue. Let's climb there. And here we'll be able to reload our flying ability and also unlock another drawing, because there's one just up here. Yep. So looks like they were fighting with the sort of snakes, using them as weapons, actually. So let's get there. There's a bridge with some frozen paper. We can fix this pretty easily, just playing a bit of music when we get close enough. Yep. Then we get in here. Looks like there's some wind again. That we need to avoid. And the snake is here too. Okay. I will get in there to maybe avoid the light. Oh. Yes. That was, I guess, the best way to avoid that. Don't get out too soon. Well, looks like we avoided the first attack of him. I will get to these ones and try and do the same. Don't know where he is. That's the issue there. Let's wake up this guy. Oh, oh, oh. Hide. Yeah, can you just go away, please? Oh no, wind. Oh, he comes back. Looks like we're fine to get there. Okay, we should be fine to the end of this spot. Let's be sure that we are. Oh, yeah. Just was close, but it's fine. So we are coming to a pretty tight part of the mountain where the camera goes for another angle. We will get our full scarf and try and fly. Let's have a look in there. Maybe there is some hidden light to pick. Looks like it's a no. So, coming to a windy part again. Looks like we'll have to find spots where we can hide. Okay, so the wind is pushing us back. I guess we need to wait a bit more here. Be patient. Not sure we can get. Yeah, let's just wait here. Oh, okay, so we can't actually. Then let's wait here. And as you can see, my scarf is disappearing. And it's not as long as it was. Oh. And we fell down. Actually, you can't really die in this game. They always find a way for you not to die. Actually, maybe that's the first time I come to this part of the game, because I don't remember if I already died here. I mean fell down before. But that's faster, so all fine. And now it looks like we have to climb a pretty steep hill with some wind and snow. And we don't really have a scarf anymore. There's still a lot to climb to get to the top of the mountain. And it looks like we are struggling a lot. Looks like weather is calming down, but we are really struggling to get up. I remember getting to this part with someone else by my side and climbing up together. It was pretty cool to do. But yeah, looks like our little guy can't get anywhere now. Few more steps maybe, but that's all we'll get out of him. Still some wind. And I guess we die now. Yep. So unfortunately we didn't make it to the top of the mountain, but maybe that's not the end. So our little guy is apparently dead, which is quite sad. Like frozen and unable to move. But there is all these people wearing white dresses that we met along the way, who told us a bit of the story, and it looks like they will help actually to maybe not be so dead, or another hypothesis, as you will maybe think the same way as I am, is that they are helping us to get through to the paradise, because we are going very fast to the sky, and you will see where we end up. In my opinion, the most beautiful part of the game. Which pretty much looks like what a paradise would look like in a game like this. And the sound is pretty cool too. I will let you enjoy this last part. Actually, you can just sit here and just watch the landscape for as long as you want, pretty much. You can sit on top of these very high doors. And you can always reload your flying ability. Oh, that's one landing fail here. Sorry for this one. Should get it right the second time. Please stop. Yeah, we are in. So yeah, we can just sit here and watch the landscape for as long as you wish, but we're going to progress in this zone. So we are coming to the end of the game, but it's not over yet. Our scarf is disappearing again. So as we come to the lights at the end, we will have the credits of the game, and at the very end of the credits we will see the names of the guys that we met along the way. There are some funny names sometimes, so yeah, better be watching out for them. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed something very different from what I used to do. I have some other games that I would really like to share. This one is probably one of my favorite games of all time, if you bar sim racing games, obviously. But I find it very relaxing and very beautiful. Yeah, so the name of the game is Journey. I guess you can find it on the PlayStation Store. Probably not very expensive now. But yeah, we'll see the credits where we go from the very top of the mountain back to the beginning of the game, basically, like if we were living another time, like coming down from the paradise back to Earth and back for another one, the same life. That's how I interpret the story of the game. You can have your own. And that's it. So yeah, we ended the game. I'm not sure how much time it took me this time, but I don't really care about the time it takes. It's a really short game that is really cool to play. Uh, just requires you to know how to press X and circle basically, so very nice to play, to relax, to relieve stress. Also helps me a bit with depression, so I really like playing this from time to time. And I will let you see the credits and we'll come back at the end for the names of the dudes we met along the way. We'll just look at all the places we went through. So that was very close to the end, obviously, as we will go backwards. We'll go down the tower and into the place where we met the snakes for the first time, and then back to the desert and back to the beginning of the game. I really like the lights and the music in this game. I think that they are really well done. That's not a recent game. I guess it was published maybe in 2015 on PS4. I'm not sure about that, but it was first released on PS3, so that gives you an idea. Also, the sound was good, because I had some issues with the sound with my headset and my voice recording, so hope it's all fine. So you can recognize the places we went through. And we're back to the bridge, which is now under the night lights. Back to where we started the game actually. And to the title screen basically, and that's when they tell us the names of the guys we met. So who were they? I already saw some really funny names there. So we met 1, 2, 3. Guess last time I played I had met 7 people, but looks like we only met 4 guys this time, but that's okay. It's pretty rare to see anyone on this game now, because it's, as I said, a pretty old game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the game. I really liked making this video, and I hope that you will like to watch it too. If you guys want to see me play other games, if you have ideas of games that you would like to see me play, just feel free to tell it to me in the comments. I will maybe do another one on another game that I already have pretty soon. So yeah, that was Journey. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next video.